everyone, welcome to the next video in our Lost Items series. We have a compass today and I had been thinking about whether to do it in silver or gold or something else, and I figured it might be a little bit of a mishmash actually. So I'm going to start with some silver. Silver is much easier in smaller spaces because you don't really need quite so many colours. With gold I tend to use a dark brown, a mid brown, a light brown, a sort of ochre Naplesy yellow, and then a yellow, so there's a lot. With a silver you can actually do it with one pencil. We're not going to, we're going to use a couple, but I'm going to actually start with black. I think this is, yeah, number 9. We're using the Staedtler Design Journey. Any pencil will do. Let's give it a sharpen. Now I'm going to, I'm going to use it around the brim to start with. So every time we have a little bit here, I'm just going to put a little touch of black, okay, all the way around. So quite simple, I think, anyway. Now I'm going to try and make it a little darker where it's nearer to the little triangular thing, and lighter as we come towards the centre. Now the darker you can get your initial colour, the more shiny it can look after. The plan is to get a big contrast between light and dark. God, we haven't got a lot of space, but we'll do our best. I think we might do the gubbins in silver as well. I don't know what's it called? I don't think I even know a name. It's like a ring, isn't it? But you usually wind it up. No, that's a pocket watch. It's a compass. I don't know. Anyway, okay, I can do this one as well, just like that. I think I'll leave it. So that I now need a cold grey. In this set, I do have a cool grey, but it's so very faint. I think I will use my Dove Grey, which is number 83, if I can find it, which is slightly bluer, and sometimes a bit of blue in a silver can actually work quite well. It's quite hard to see the number, but number 83. If you don't have this colour, use your 80 light grey. It will be very, very similar. Need to sharpen it. Again, we're getting in this very small space. I'm not going to go any lighter, so this is going to be my final colour. So what I'm going to do is just go from the black like that and leave a bit of white. Hopefully that gives the illusion that it's shiny. And we'll just do that all the way around. Oh, I've got an itchy nose. Oh, sorry. I finished my the last video, the picnic basket, and I popped out the room to sup my cup of tea, and I'd already drunk it. It's very disappointing. So I made myself a coffee, so I will have that when I finish this video. I'm not sure about that hole there. Anyway, here we'll bring it across like that. We'll just leave that end white. I'm just trying to fade as I go. There we are. So there is our sort of silvery bits. It's quite dark. The black isn't, I'm just grabbing the black again actually. Putting it in there a bit darker. The black is very dark, so it does make it look a bit less silvery and more sort of, I don't know, what's a really dark colour? Shiny dark, I don't know. Anyway, but that's okay. Right, Next I'm thinking I'm going to do those leaves because I haven't really thought about how I'm going to do the rest. So let's do the leaves while I'm procrastinating. I'm thinking this green earth might be nice. It's number 55. I'm going to use it in the very bottom of the leaves. I'm going to use a different colour on the tip. They are small for fiddling around with little details, but I'm procrastinating, so I need to take my time. Not as much as I was for last week's planner page, goodness me. They're so detailed this year. I've been procrastinating on loads of them. I am going to use number 57 to finish them off. See, the planner's quite difficult because I have to do the page eventually, whether I want to or not. And if you're not really in the mood for it, it's like, oh. So, but it's quite good because I want to make sure that I do it well. So I have to force myself to be in the mood for it. So I have to colour it in a way that I'm engaged with. So it might mean that I do it in a way that I wouldn't normally do it. So that's quite fun. I'm going to do the pointy things, whatever they are, in gold. So I'm going to start with my very darkest brown, which is actually, I think I'm going to use the 76. 77 is the darkest, but it's a little bit cold. This is warmer, and I want a slightly warmer. So this is the Van Dyke brown, and I'm going to use it here and then like this in the sort of darkest, deepest, darkest. I would say Peru. Been reading too much Paddington Bear. In the deepest, darkest areas. But the tip as well. We're going to have our shine part the way along. I think that looks quite fun. Now this bit's a bit higher up, so I'm going to not colour it at this level, but do that bit though. I'm going to make that really dark in there, I think. The next colour will colour that raised bit. I'm going to go for the Burnt Sienna number 73 next. I shall just sharpen it. There we go. So number 73, and to just extend this area. Now, don't want to take it too far on those smaller ones because I've got another couple of colours to go. We're going to cheat on these ones because why not? I hope everyone's had a good Easter, by the way. I know this is, for me, it's not quite Easter yet, but for you guys, you would have had, let's put a bit there and a bit there and there. You guys would have already had Easter. So I hope it's, I'm going to go, yeah, I'm going to go fawn. I think if we jump straight to the ochre, it's going to be a bit too much. So number 49. I don't know how much other countries celebrate it. We have 2 bank holidays, the Good Friday and Easter Monday, where the banks shut, the post offices shut, the factories and things like that close. But some of the shops stay open. On Easter Sunday, everywhere shuts. It's against the law to open on a Sunday, on Easter Sunday, because it's a complicated tale. Number 16. This is the golden ochre. When Sunday opening first came in the UK, there were mixed feelings about it, which there often is with many things. And so in order to protect employees, the law could only be passed if shops were closed on Easter Sunday. I'm not sure if that also applies on Christmas Day too. There we go. And on these outside ones, I'm going to just use this colour, and I think I'm going to put a bit top and bottom and try and leave a little white shine in the middle. It's going to be really hard because they are teeny tiny. Oh gosh, my stomach's rumbling. There we go. Now we've got this sort of background area. Just going to give it a sweep off. I'm trying to think what colour, and I'm wondering whether to do a vibrant orange. I think it might just go with the gold and set it off. I don't know if I would buy an orange pocket watch, to be honest though, but I just fancy trying it, so I'm going to give it a try. I might do a slight graduation, so I might start with the peach, which is the 43, see how it looks and then see how daring I'm going to be. So I'm going to start with this. Now I don't want to put it down so hard that I burnish it into the page and mean I can't put another layer of colour, but I want it enough so that I can see it. This is a colour I rarely use, the peach in the Staedtler set. I don't know, it just always feels a bit wishy-washy. Maybe I'm being cruel. My husband used to use it loads. He used to use Staedtler Ergosofts for a lot of his art, and he would use these for like a sunset or sunrise lots and lots of the time. So he used his a lot, but for me I rarely use them, but I need to because I've got 4 of them. I've got, because they come in every set, so I've got a Noris one, an Ergosoft one, a super soft Design Journey one, and this Design Journey one, so I've got a lot of them. But then some colours you get in every set. See, that looks a little bit too plain, but now we can take the 42, whoops, I hope it doesn't want to come out, come on, which is the light orange, and do some embellishments. I'm thinking, let's put some darker colour around the edge to start with, and then maybe fade it into the middle a bit, and then maybe from the middle out. We'll see how that looks. At the moment he's really hot on pinks and purples. He's been making some scenes with his watercolours and having great fun. He's got some new brush pens. He's been drawing like a frame and then doing a little scene, letting it dry, and then putting a glazed colour on top. He's just been having a lot of fun with lots of bluey purples and pinky purples and things. Doesn't look too bad, does it? Let's just get one darkest colour, just fiddle just a little bit longer with number 4. It's the sort of orange. Just going to use a little bit here and there. Maybe I'm just fussing. I'm having fun. There we go. A little bit just in the corners. There we go. We didn't finish that, did we? I'm going to put a little bit of the number 16 on there. Try and leave a little bit of a gap. There we go. And we've got our label, and I've already decided what colour to do it. I decided I wanted to do it 55, which was the dark green we used for the base of the leaves. What I've been doing for all of these, as if you've been following you will know, is using a colour from the main picture to colour the label with, so it sort of matches, which obviously it wouldn't but you know, who would leave a whole basket of food in a lost property office anyway, and why wouldn't it be eaten? Surely you wouldn't just label it up and leave it on the shelf with some delicious cheese and bread. You would eat it, wouldn't you? I wonder what the rules are. Are there rules around found items? Can you eat them? I mean, obviously you wouldn't want to eat the compass. Well, you might if you're a bit weird. I remember as a child watching this weird programme where a man ate a bicycle. I don't know if he really did eat it or if he was some sort of magician. To be honest, it didn't really matter. It was just a weird thing. I've gone massively out the lines there. I'm just going to try and erase that and then we'll be done, I think, with this one. I had fun. I'm not sure if the orange really helps our gold to stand out very well or whether it was a good idea, but I had fun with it and it's a bit different to what I normally do. I would have probably normally gone for a blue, so I think it was fun to do something different. So there is our compass. So yeah, that was fun. I enjoyed that. Oh, I can get out my coffee now as well. Yay. Well, thank you for watching. Tune in for the next one. I'm not necessarily going to do them day after day. Oh, I can't think of the word. Anyway, I'm not necessarily going to do it that way, but we'll see how it pans out really. But consecutive, that's the word. But we'll see. But thank you very much for watching. Have a really lovely day and happy colouring.